Sanibonani Abantwana, and welcome to Mr. B's Cat Channel. This is dedicated to all the pet learners. Hope you guys are having a lovely day, and kia ora bocha for being here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and hope you enjoy the video. Goeiedag almal, hello everybody, and Sanibonani, kia ora bocha for looking at the video. Guys, please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the videos. Also drop us a comment. I'd love to know where you guys are from. You know, I'm from Springs in Gauteng. I teach at Springs Girls High School, and you know, I'm sharing some of my knowledge with you guys, and it would be just nice to hear where you're from, guys. Okay, and please remember to like and subscribe, and thank you. Right, we are looking at this Appendix D table. Now, once again, you can download this from the description below, and then you can implement this into your pack. Please remember though, guys, that you need to rotate your page. So what I did is, in the appendix section, under my folder structure, I added in a very simple section break. Okay, and there's the section break, and then I rotated the page, and now I'll be doing all my source information going down from there. So I thought I'll just show you, it's important to do that, okay? Or else the table won't fit in. It's going to look horrid on your page. All right, so question number one. Question I asked was my first question was, how many hours per week do customers spend on online gaming? Okay, guys, so I needed to find source information for this. Right, so doing a couple of website searches, I managed to find this website for myself. Okay, and you can see how I've pasted the URL in here. So just going through this table and explaining how you should do it. Right, then I had to look at what level the question is, what information this is giving me, and this is giving me background information, that's the category. What type of source this is, and that's a website that we are using. Right, and then under bibliographical information, you've got the author, right, and then you list it there, the name of the website or the web page that you'll find also on your website that you're looking for, the date when it was created or updated, okay, the date I accessed it, okay, I'm using this date here, and then your URL. Okay, guys, all this stuff is vitally important. We can't steal information because then it's plagiarism. So we're acknowledging the author. We are showing that we understand the level of question and category that we're using. And now we're going to move on to the quality of this information. Right, what is the quality of it? That's like me asking, I need a good doctor because I'm not feeling well. Right, you're going to start finding information about that doctor, and same with articles and when we are researching, guys. So this is all preparing you for universities type stuff, okay? Right, so the quality of information that was found, we're looking for the authority. Now, the authority again is, I wrote here, expertise in data collection and analysis. In other words, this person who's writing this article, what authority do they have? Are they a doctor? Are they a researcher? Have they completed a thesis? Or is it just a beginner? You know what I'm trying to say? Just a blogger who's just saying some things. Okay. The currency is how often or how up to date that specific information is. Okay. So is that information current or is it old? Now, I think they give us about a 2 or 3 year lenience there, then it's old information, okay? Right, the accuracy. So when you read this information, are they accurate? Is there proof of their accuracy? And you can see what I wrote here. Data is collected from a large-scale surveys, verified sources, and industry reports. Okay, so that's in the case of mine here. Right, the objectivity, very easy there, guys. You know, people can be biased. If I say to you, look, you know what, let me try and think of a scenario. Let's just compare schools. We've got some people who say, right, this school is better than the other school. Or he's working at this school, so that makes my school better when I'm writing a report, in other words. So that is then their objectivity. Was the person writing this article, were they non-biased, or were they biased towards facts? Or and typically, let's look at a conspiracy theorist, maybe, you know, they speak about the world ending in 2026 or something like that. Now, their whole documentary or what they're writing about is concerning that. They're not looking at other facts, maybe. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So objectivity, the information is presented in a neutral, factual way, does not push opinions. Okay, right, and then the coverage, guys, is how well they covered that specific topic. All right, and there you can see I wrote there, covers multiple countries, age groups, gaming behaviors. All right, and that is the table. Okay, guys, now we're left with this last piece here, which I will show you soon. And that is how I'm going to do the summary of this information. But what you guys need to do for me is you're going to have to do 20, sorry guys, there I just almost said 12. You have to do 20 of these tables. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of research, okay? And you need to read through this information and put down each question with its background, its website, because this we're going to need for the bibliography as well as our summary, and then we can move on to the next part of the PAT. So really quite a lot of work here, guys. Spend some time with this, do it correctly, maybe do 4 questions a day, maybe, and then you know that you are done on time for the next section that has to be done. Guys, kia bonga. See you in the next lesson where we're going to I'm going to show you how to do a summary and also put the icon in here that they can click and find your summaries. Right? See you in the next lesson. Kia bonga.